Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for being here on such short notice. I apologize for the dog barking in the background if you can hear that. Oh, my animals. How is everybody doing? This is a lot going on. So sorry for the dog in the background. Well, guys, what we're going to do here today is we are going to go over. I'm going to go over with you guys the crystal grid that I have kind of put together, downloaded what we should do for it, and channeled what we should do. And so we're going to go over that for this full moon in Taurus. This crystal grid is actually going to be one that we can use at any time to integrate ascension energies. And you're going to probably want to use this on a fairly regular basis here over at least the next 2 to 3 months, or anytime you're just feeling like, hey, it's a little heavy, it's a lot going on, and I need some assistance. I'm actually now I'm not this is not a plug or anything, I'm not selling this, but I'm actually going to be burning Archangel Metatron incense. This particular brand is Goloka, Goloka. And I'm going to burn that while we are here today. Now, when you begin to set this up and when we do the meditation, I'll be recording the meditation probably tonight or tomorrow morning and then putting it up so you guys can have it all day on what day? All day on Thursday, and then definitely into Friday. It'll be a guided meditation, and you can listen to it um, as you wish. So yeah, you I if you can find that, or you can use, like frankincense, or you can burn. I don't know that I would necessarily burn sage. Okay. While you I mean, if you like that, that's fine. But really what we're doing is we want to use incense that's going to be of a higher vibration, right? That's going to help us as we are integrating this ascension energy of this particular full moon in Taurus, but of any ascension energies, right? Because what can happen sometimes when they're heavier, when they're more intense, and we can only expect and anticipate that these energies are going to get more and more intense as we come into 2022, as we continue this rapid change, this rapid movement upward toward the crystalline, as we ourselves, our DNA structure begins to change, and our own very codes within the DNA, they begin to change and become more activated. You can only expect and anticipate that it's probably going to get a little heavier. It in your third dimensional being is going to have to keep up with it. Okay, keep up with these energies. So just know it's okay. So if you guys are getting tired, if you're feeling sleepless, if you guys begin to feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't really get good rest last night, you might not have. You're probably traveling. You're astral traveling, and that's okay, because our higher selves, our spiritual selves, when we're asleep, can be free to roam, kind of, right, and be free to I say move about the cabin, but move about the ethers. Okay. So it's okay. It's to be expected, but be gentle with yourself, and be kind to yourself. So things like myrrh will help, as well as I'm just thinking lavender incense. I have like some of the temple incense, Indian temple incense is great for this type of work as well. Okay. It's fabulous for this type of work. So, hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome. Um, usually, guys, with these grids and even during the meditation, you know, I'm not a big one for a lot of ritual type of things, but I'm going to give you some things that can really help you through this process. And this is a very sacred full moon. there's a lot going on, and we've talked about that. There's a couple different videos, and I'll put them up. I'll put them on the end screen, I should say, to this um, video once it's fully processed. Um, but there's a lot happening, and I just want you to know that as much light is happening, there's also, as much as equal opportunity, right? It's come on in light. There we go. It is equal on the opposite side of the pole. So what I have here today is I do have two blue candles. This is really throat chakra color. You can even use like a deep purple to represent your third eye, or a lighter purple to represent your crown chakra. Um, but the blue really, I feel like, is going to allow us to speak through and integrate not only in our spoken energy we're putting into motion, but it's also going to help us intellectually integrate this and these changes that we're seeing in ourselves and in the collective and then globally. Okay. So I just want that to be known. Now, and if you don't have any of these things, it's totally okay. That's why I'm giving you like multiple options. Okay. These are just if you have them, great. Now, what I want to do is I want to, on my website. So, okay, I didn't tell you guys what we're talking about. Let's go up here. Right? There you go. We're doing the full moon in Taurus crystal grid to integrate ascension energy. Now, what I want you to do, there's a link here, right? And there's a link tree down below in the description on YouTube or up above on Facebook. But in that link tree, there's also a link to my website, heartofinspiration.net. And what I want you to do is, this is where you're going to find the PDF that we're going to be looking at. It's completely free, guys. I do this. I try to do it with every lunation. It's completely free. Just like my email updates are completely free. So you haven't signed up for my emails, do go and sign up for that. When you go to the site, right, there's going to be a box that comes over, and then click submit, and then you can click and download this free grid and the PDF that goes along with it. Now, also though, if you've already signed up, you don't have to sign up again. Just close that box out and go to free downloads. Okay. And I'll show you that on the website when we need to. All right, let's do this. I want to show what the PDF looks like on the grid, and then we're going to put it together. Now, if you guys haven't downloaded my grids yet, and all the past grids that I've done are actually on that free download site. So what I do is I really seek the guidance of spirit and of the ancestors and of the angels and my guides. And I say, what is it? What can we do when we get ready to meditate and begin to interact with the energies of these lunation cycles? What can we really do to assist us? What kind of grid, what type of grid, and what stones to use, and all of this. So you're going to find a whole bunch. I think there's a total of 9 or 10 up there right now. I just started doing it recently, and we're going to continue to add to that. But they're always in a PDF form, so you can download that PDF and print them off. And so you don't have to go out and purchase all these grid layouts and these grid cloths. But if you have them, feel free to use them. I just do this so you guys don't have to go out and buy those things. And they're my gift from my spirit to yours. So always, typically, what the first thing is you're going to see a color coded grid, and it's going to show you where you're going to place the stones. This lunation cycle, we're going to use Metatron's cube. And I felt that that was so critical because Metatron's cube, Metatron himself, the master archangel, the one that has been here since the beginning of creation, the one that oversees and is above all of the archangels, the archangel of just ascension and a higher energy and higher octave, and then bringing that into this earthly realm. I wanted us to use that because this Metatron's cube, and if I show you it here, let me go here to this one. you may be able to see, if you kind of look within, you'll see like this Merkaba, right? So in the center, there's so many triangles and Merkabas, and so there's this triangle that's here. I hope you guys can still see this. That's here, right? And then there's another triangle here. How beautiful is that, right? How wonderful is that? So let me make sure you guys can see this because I can't see. Yep, you can. Okay, good. And I'm way up here, so pardon where my location. I apologize. But at any rate, let me move myself down. There we go. All right. So you're able, and I'm gonna just make myself a little bit bigger so you can see me. Okay. So these uh cubes, right? Here's a triangle here, here's a triangle here, and I do a playlist on the channel for activation of your Merkaba. Those triangles, like one pointing up, one pointing down, that's like the two-dimensional version of the Merkaba. And if you bring it out third dimensionally, that's your light body, right? So this really does have this beautiful generative power to it through sacred geometry that is going to help us elevate and going to help us with our own light body being to be in tune with spirit, with these higher ascension energies. And I also feel Metatron's cube can sometimes be used rather in a protective manner. So this is also going to help us shield us from psychic attack and help us, how can I say this? Help our heart chakra stay calm. And we're going to talk about the stones I'm using as to help us stay calm as well through the storm that we're going to be kind of looking up and seeing. It's going to be swirling, but remain in high vibration, remain in your fifth dimensional self. So let's go back here to this one. Okay. So you're going to have 6 stones, and we're going to go through the color coding in a second. 6 stones in the outer circle, 6 stones in the inner circle, and then in the middle we're going to have a crystal sphere. So the focus stone, that's this one in gray. Again, I color coded it for you guys. This one in gray we're gonna use a clear quartz. If you have a selenite, you can use that as well. We really need something that's going to very cleanly generate, right, and distribute evenly these ascension energies. So this is why this time I'm using a clear quartz sphere. If you do not have a sphere, you can use a tower, an obelisk. Um, so don't feel like, oh my gosh, or just simply a piece of clear quartz if you have a piece already. You can use angel stone, celestite, selenite, but I really want something, we want to use something that's going to very cleanly, evenly distribute the ascension energy and not interfere with it, but kind of process it as well. And then the next support stone that's going to be right in this next outer layer here, the first circle of support stones, is going to be the amethyst. And again, I wanted to choose stones this time as well that hopefully you have and you don't have to just go out and get. Okay. The amethyst, not only, of course, is that great for your third eye and your crown chakra, but what a lot of people don't realize, it also provides psychic attack protection. So it's going to give us a wonderful shield around us as we meditate with the grid, and as we allow these, after we activate the grid, and as we allow these energies to permeate our very being. All right. So the amethyst is going to be the next level of support stone. And finally, on the outer rim, so here at that outer rim of those 6, right, we're going to be using, now I have Rhodonite. Now, any of you guys that attended, I think either one of my Be the Light retreats, you'll have some Rhodonite. I put it in your box. And maybe I'll do another one in January, some sort of retreat, and we'll put some more Rhodonite in there. You can also use rose quartz for this, or you can use citrine as well. We want a calming stone. Rhodonite is a stone. Here, I have a little write up here. Let me just read it off. Rhodonite helps to balance emotions and calm impatience. I know a lot of us have been feeling rather impatient with the fact that, things haven't, like the awakening and the ascension and everything, and maybe some things we're looking for to change in the world hasn't quite happened yet, or it hasn't happened, played out the way that we fully intended for it to. So that can cause us some level of impatience, right? And also, as we're watching the matrix kind of disintegrate all around us, and it's getting more intense. I'm sure, I mean, it's getting more intense for me. I'm sure it's getting more intense for everyone. Um, that can sometimes in our human self cause a bit of consternation. Also, as you're changing, as you're growing, as you're ascending, you're like, what's going on? Why can't I sleep? Or what's going on? Why am I seeing things and hearing things, or not able to see and not able to hear, and all these different situations, right? So that can cause a little bit of anxiety. So the rhodonite or the rose quartz, especially, those two stones especially, will help with that. So rhodonite helps balance the emotions and calm impatience. It is a very supportive stone that works with the heart chakra to attract love and ground negative energies. Rhodonite allows ones to see areas in their life that can be improved on without getting down on criticizing or judging one's self. Also, rhodonite is often used for rediscovering one's inner gifts as well as bringing much needed love into the world. What a magnificent stone to use, because as we are channeling and integrating these ascension energies, we're also putting them out into the world. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that the world needs more of, right? And so that's really at its core what ascension is. It is the bringing down of high vibrational, pure love. And with that comes light, right? With that comes light. So the final of the pages in the 3-page PDF is the Metatron's cube. Now, if you have one already, like an altar cloth with Metatron's cube on it, or I think I may have like an etched wooden, um, grid or whatever, you can use that. Totally fine. But if you don't have one, here it is, guys. You do not have to go out and purchase it. All right. Okay, so let me just make sure I say welcome to everybody that's come into the chat. Thanks, guys, for being here. I so very, very much appreciate it. So let's go to looking at it. Here we go. Here's my little space. So you see what I'm going to be doing, and we'll be doing this meditation, and we'll be doing a guided meditation. I'll be putting it up tomorrow so that you can have it and use it over and over again while you are meditating during the day and into the full moon. Now, mind you, I misspoke the other day and I said that the fullness of the full moon would be at like 2:57 in the morning. Well, I looked back at the charts and it's not till 8:57 central. So that's 9:57 in the morning Eastern, 7:57 in the morning Mountain, 6:57 in the morning Pacific, and then if you're over in the UK, that's going to be 6 hours. So 2:57 p.m. So it's late. And it's also like the longest lunar eclipse we've had for 600 years. This is intense, guys. So I want you to start the meditation process and the integration process as the moon is becoming full, right? Tomorrow. And it's full, full, full on Saturday. Friday. And it's still going to be quite full coming into Saturday and even into Sunday. So I really want us to really integrate this in, and that's why we're doing a little extra help. So this is like a print off, right? So this is what page 1 of the PDF is going to be. when you download it. And don't forget, you go to heartofinspiration.net. Go there. If you haven't signed up for my emails, go there, sign up, and click submit, and then you'll get a link that'll light up for the grid, and you can download it there. Or just if you've already signed up for the email list, you don't have to worry about signing up again. Just click that, just close that box out that's going to pop up for you. Go to free downloads, right? Free downloads, and there you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to download it there, and I'll show it to you before we leave. So here's the next page. It tells you what the color coding means. And then finally, last but not least, here is the grid. Okay. Now, what we've got going here, let me go back over here so I can watch the chat. Sorry, guys. Okay. Awesome. So what we've got going here, what we're going to do first is I want to make sure that you know our focus stone is the clear quartz. So I have, it's kind of sizable, right? I have this beautiful clear quartz sphere with a stand. I got mine on Etsy, but you can, I think you can get them on Amazon, or you want to go to one of your local shops. Wherever you get it from, I do want to just advise you. Um, if you can even set it outside to charge it, you know, for some time in the moon, that'd be great. If you can't, before you build it, so if you have one tonight, you can set it outside tonight. Or, you could, I would definitely clear it with a Palo Santo or sage, whatever you have. If you have white sage, that would be better. Um, and then you can even you can smudge it even in some incense. So again, I'm using Archangel Metatron incense here, frankincense, myrrh, lavender, Indian temple. Um, any of those will work. And so you can smudge it and charge it in here. Okay. So if you can't set it outside, you can do that. Again, you can use selenite. You can use celestite as well if you have that. So that's going to go in the center. Now, just so you know, that's when we finish constructing it, that's where it's going to go. The nice thing about, if you have a sphere and you've got, your stand, when you do your intentions, you can fold it up and put it under the stand. But the next 6 right around here, we're going to take 6 amethyst and we're going to place those there. Okay. So the 6 amethyst, we're going to place there. Now, again, if you already have these stones, you can set them all out in the moonlight and charge them. Fabulous. Or again, you can feel free to cleanse them first in Palo Santo. I keep mine cleansed all the time. So that's why I'm not cleansing. And I'm also not getting ready to activate this right now. Or you can smudge them in your incense to charge them. Okay. So those 6 are going to go in these spots here. And they're at key points. If you look at this, and again, notice that there's triangles within triangles within triangles and Merkabahs and everything. These 6 will be at the center points or the crossover points of all of these triangles, of all of these Merkabahs. So this is really going to generate some fantastic, amazing, really making this an intense exponential, right? Like it's just going to kind of suck all this energy in and then generate it. And we are believing and we are intending for it to get deep down inside into our very chakra sacred being. Okay. And then on the outer rim, we're going to put that wonderful rhodonite. Oh, good. I have 6 here. 3, 6. Perfect. And again, charge them tonight, or you can smudge them in incense. Okay, so we're going to put that in the outer, on the outers. Now that's all the touch points and the connectivity points. And these connectivity points in these circles all represent, right, generators. They're all generators. And what this will also do is it creates a portal, a series of portals, and then one whole portal that will channel in and allow us to go up and then allow us to bring in all of that ascension energy. Okay. And that ascension energy, understand what that's going to do for us. Oh, I didn't even tell you. So, support stone 1 here, the purples are the amethyst. And then support stones 2 are the rhodonite. Okay. Now, remember what ascension energy really, really is. Okay. What is ascension energy? It is mm, the catalyst, the raw material, if you will, that comes in, the activator. Um, I think some of us, okay. So, ladies and maybe gentlemen, if you've ever colored your hair, and those of us of color, if you've ever straightened your hair, and or even those of us not of color, if you've ever permed your hair, there's like this chemical over here, maybe one or two chemicals. And then if you do it at home or if you're getting it done at the shop, what do? They put something in called an activator, and it's usually pretty potent, right? It's this activator fluid that they put in to the color. It activates the color, it makes everything go bloop, 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 and it just like lets all the coloring pigmentation just get in and mix up with the delivery or the that other substance that then is going to be the delivery system to help that color getting into your hair follicles, or if in the case of a straightener or a perm that's going to add curl or take curl out, it's going to then activate all these ingredients. And then again, it helps with the delivery system to then do what it needs to do and really get into your hair follicle, right? And so that the color can saturate, or it can change in the case of like perms or straighteners, relaxers. It literally changes the structure of your hair follicle in some way. This is a good analogy. That one just came to me. Okay, it changes your hair structure in a specific way to mold it, shape it, color it, do whatever to it that you so desire. So, what these portals are doing, they're the catalyst. The sacred geometry is the catalyst that's going to take that well, actually, the ascension energy is going to come in, and it's the catalyst through which, and it's coming in through these portals, right? And so we're imagining and we're activating these portals, and then it's going to catalyze or activate all this wonderful new higher vibrational energy within us. We're going to resonate at a higher octave, right? We're going to be able to transmute energy at a more rapid rate in a more real fashion. We're going to be able to integrate that then into our very being to elevate ourselves. And not only that, it's also going to, as a result of all that fabulous energy that we're now integrating within ourselves, our physical bodies are going to change. Because why? We're using the catalyst to take the carrier energy, the carrier substance, and then integrate it into us. So then these gifts and these abilities that we've maybe forgotten or they've been laying latent, that's going to activate them, right? And then we ourselves elevate. And as we ourselves elevate, we emote a higher vibrational energy. And that in and of itself dispels and drives away darkness and can help humanity in that fashion. Okay? That's what we're doing here. We're creating. Metatron's cube is this beautiful creation, matrix breaking, and new grid creation energy. And in the center of all of that, then when ready, we will place our focus stone. Okay. Now, before you place your focus stone there, you're going to want to write out some intentions. And so, if there are things that you have been seeking to do that are of your highest good, and this is your purpose, right? I want you to write that down. I walk in my purpose. I am a powerful empathic healer. I am a great seer. I want them to be I am a being of higher vibration. I can hold and emote high frequency love and light for the best, highest good of the earth. Do you see all of these things, right? All of these things, whatever it is, beloved, that whatever comes to you, whatever you channel, write it down, fold it up, and put it underneath here. And then when we go to activate our grid, okay, when we go to activate our grid, don't forget you're either going to use your finger or a selenite wand, and you're going to touch the center, the focus stone, and then each of the stones clockwise to open the grid. Clockwise to activate and open the grid. Clockwise, outer clockwise. Orem. Add power to it. And then meditating, thanking the universe, thanking the energies, thanking the ancestors and the angel, and very specifically Archangel Metatron for assisting us in the integration and then emission of high vibrational light energy. That's what we're going to do to assist in the ascension to the crystalline grid, to the fifth dimension, to 5D. That's what we're doing. Okay? That's what we're doing. And then I want you to meditate and allow, once you activate these energies, allow it to just permeate and fill the room and permeate your very being. Now I'll probably be using the candles just because that's candle. Well, it's not a dirty word. It's candle magic. Invoke some candle magic so that as you're speaking, as you're integrating, everything you speak, that's why I have these blue candles, everything you speak creates in a quantum fashion as your very being changes. And it's integrated. Your mind says, yep, you know what? We're good. We're going to go for it. We're going to do this. And it doesn't question it. It just does. So allow yourself to be that. Walk in that. Okay, beloved? All right, that's the grid. Now, as promised, I want to be sure. Let me do one thing here. Oh, crud. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go access it this way because I don't want to access it a different way. I'm just going to open it up to my site really quick. Here we go. All right. Now, let me show you this in case you haven't been there yet. Here we go. All right. So when you go to my site, www.heartofinspiration.net, this light box is going to show up. If you haven't already signed up for my emails, please go on. I would love to have you on the list. And so as I send out information and exaltation and exhortation, like support and all that kind of stuff, and really useful information, I want you to be part of that. And so if you're not there already, you're going to fill this out and click submit. And once you click submit, there'll be a link that'll pop up down here that'll say click here for the latest grid, and I'll download this one. If you've already signed up though, click this X and then go to free downloads. Okay, free downloads. They'll bring you to this page, and here's all the downloads. Now this is the one we're going to use this time around. You just click download grid, it'll download the PDF. But here's some more. There's a crystal grid for shadow work, a crystal grid for 5D creation, a crystal grid for psychic development, and then there's more for new beginnings, balancing your masculine and feminine. And I've also got here the series that I did on the Sunday Soul podcast of the 7 Hermetic Principles. Guys, if you have not seen that yet and not heard that yet, you're going to want to go and watch that. You're going to want to listen to it. It's also it's up on my podcast. You can find my podcast now on iTunes, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Spreaker. You can find it there. But if you not study the 7 Hermetic principles, I go through each and every one. You need this information as you're continuing to go through your process, your ascension process. You absolutely need this information because it is going to help you, guide you, and it'll help raise yourself up to this space of neutrality. And in that space of neutrality of higher self, that's where the real creation starts, because we don't get swayed by what's happening beneath us. We're up here and we're looking down. So if you haven't seen that yet, please do. Shameless plug. And also don't forget, you can also on that website, you can actually also with me a book with me a or one of my team members a free 15-minute consultation. And you can, let me go to the homepage here. You see it right here where you can connect with me one-on-one or connect with one of the team, and we will talk to you about the practical light worker. So as you are integrating this ascension energy, right, we have a space for you to learn how to walk in it on a full-time basis and live an integral and abundant life. So it's a free 15-minute call if you're ready to invest in yourself and ready to invest in not only your future, but the future of the collective. Then give us a call and let's get started. Let's see, Warrior Girl, what are we saying here? With this flame that burns so bright, I wish I might use this fire to inspire. So please bring me what I desire. I like that. I will say we're not begging, but I like that. You know, if you want to use that incantation, definitely. But understand also what we're doing is we are integrating, right? These energies for our higher self. I do like that. That's a nice incantation, nice affirmation. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, gang. I know I wasn't gonna hold you, so we're about done. Okay, so download that PDF. Come back here tomorrow. I will be having the guided meditation up, and you'll be able to listen to it. I'll pre-record it. You're gonna be able to. I thought we were bringing in light. We are we're bringing in the light. We're bringing in the light. Yes, we are. So we're bringing in the upgrades to the current light that we already have. How about that? We're bringing in the upgrades. Yeah. So go download that. I'll record the guided meditation. You'll be able to over and over again throughout the day build your grid, activate your grid, and let's do those meditations and let's enjoy and watch the literal explosion of light and ascension coming through us. Okay? Because there is a present darkness that's also coming, but we are victorious and we are stronger. Never forget that. Never forget that. Light wins. Light dispels the darkness. Never forget that. So let's get to work, guys. Let's all do our part and let's usher in this new age. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so very much. Namaste. Bye-bye.